is the team of the 90s, the Niners, the Cowboys. They're underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Are you playing again?
I'm about to.
Yeah, I see the other part. Hold on.
Back to back, make back, stack the M's. Told him I mess Slim Shady, pack the M. Once they go back, he'll be back again. Tell him hope that it's lunchtime
Who is it?
It was somebody dancing. I thought his outfit was...
Oh, the Thriller?
Thriller, yeah. It's just like a dance group that did.
I like it.
Yeah.
At least his Thriller outfit fits. Let's see his fit. I need to get me a new one.
But yeah, it's just the two standing at the end kind of remind me if it was like you and Shay.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna stay here and hang out with Quentin? You gonna hang out with Quentin? Yeah. You know, root him on the game? You root him on? Okay, go root for Quentin. Go root for Quentin. Be his cheerleader. There you go. See, look at the camera. Say cheese. Say cheese, Detroit.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56! To throw is Beathard. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Beathard. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
That's great.
Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 62.
Okay, that is Marquise. He is fast like that.
Have taken the early lead.
He is fast like that.
To get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, first, let's get this thing established right.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it.
Bro, you got to catch that if you're going to press.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Come on, number 17, man. You got to catch that. You had him beat. All right.
Scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, Hearns, you might have this.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
He came out of man coverage too, so that probably wasn't a good idea.
Convert on third.
One more time, fellas. One more time.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Not worrying about that there, bro.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry by Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took it past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
So is that what you want to do, man? Hold on, bro.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner,
I'm about to
especially
eat this shit
second
up.
half, when
You
you've
better
got a
get out of
running
this
back
shit.
of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Pretty solid.
Better get out there,
coverage
cover
by the
too, man.
all-pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
Better
and
tell him to get
mark
out of
him at the
there.
5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up,
You're down.
Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw Beathard. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. While Dallas works their way back out here on offense, Charles, let's look back to their game last week against Houston. The play that folks were talking about afterwards, at least the Dallas fans, was when they elected to punt it on 4th and 1 from Houston's 42.
Yeah, man, you got to throw that ball a little bit more accurate than that. He had his ass.
Dallas fans thought turning handed to
Oh,
Zeke,
man.
let him pick up the first down and go down and win the ball game. But the head coach, Jason Garrett, said they went for it on 3rd and 2, didn't get much, so it was 4th and a long one, and he thought his defense was playing well, wanted to pin them deep. So give a lot of credit to Deshaun Watson and the Houston offense, coming from, I believe, their own 10 to get into field goal range for Kaimi Fairbairn to win the game in overtime. But I will tell you this, in today's NFL, I'm taking the gamble more than I'm not. I want possession of the football. I want to determine my own fate.
And because they did not determine their own fate, the Cowboys fell to 2 and 3.
Bro, what the fuck? That...
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot,
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That nigga tripping, man.
right there. Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying
What
to
was
force
you
it in
thinking?
there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Damn.
3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mostert, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's Beathard to throw. Complete here to the right to Golden. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Cold.
Never make the mistake.
I ain't do
with the
nothing
slot
to it.
receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Defense is good.
Marcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of
Hey, can you go in that back room in my room and get my brown sweater?
Pinion to punt this one away.
A little bit.
Back deep is Tavon Austin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end.
What's wrong with
this
it?
First half of play.
Huh?
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's
Are you trying to get my
Jonathan
attention?
Coachman with our EA Sports
okay.
halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We'll just start the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They go to Elliott again. Spins past it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. He finds Hurns left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hurns for the Dallas first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them.
Man, I can go and throw the ball, dog.
Down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Elliott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Green 39.
Mostert And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Beathard to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Shedding the tackle. And he's got room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
This is Mostert. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
Now Beathard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.